Why do the rich get richer and the poor get poorer? I think we can both agree it's not just an age-old saying, it's the truth. The rich always get a lot more rich, and the poor, at least in the US, I don't think they actually get poorer. I think their living conditions do increase a little bit as years go on and there's more development and technology and stuff. They definitely don't get rich. The poor stay poor. But why is that? Well, I think it comes down to one thing, and that is the lower and middle classes idea of how to build wealth, how to get rich, and they try to save money while the upper class knows that it's impossible. Yes, I said literally impossible to save money. It's a class divide thing. It's an educational problem that the lower middle class, they just don't know exactly how to build wealth, even though they try. It's a noble cause. It's great. I love to hear about people setting money back, spending less than they earn and trying to save money, but it's not a way to build wealth. And that's what I want to talk about in this video today. So before I get started, I just want to say thank you for being here. I'm Jacob. I'm building wealth for me and my family. I'm 28 years old. I'm debt-free. I have $676,000 in the stock market, and I'm on a warpath to get to $1 million by the time I'm 32 years old. So on this channel, I'm sharing some tips, some strategies, some things that help me get to where I am today. And then I'm also sharing the rest of my journey as I get to that $1 million mark. So be sure to hit that subscribe button if you like financial content, stuff like this, and just give me a like because why not? You're a nice person. I know you are. So hit that like button. All right. So why can't you save money to build wealth? Well, it all comes down to one simple thing, which is inflation. So I want to pull up some data here and take a look at a chart. I got this chart from a show I watch called The Compound and Friends. They have a pretty cool channel, so I just want to give them a shout out for this. Now, this is a chart of a dollar's worth of purchasing power from 1918 to 2020. And what we're taking a look at here is if you take a look at the top left part of the chart is what $1 was worth essentially in 1918 terms or in 2020 terms. So $1 in 1918 would have bought you $26.14 worth of goods today. So anybody who had $1 back then that is holding that same $1 today lost a lot of value in that $1. And this is why I say you can't save money. It's not possible to do. The government prints new money all the time, which then takes away value from the current dollars that are already in existence. And if we just flip this on to the other side and we say, what was $26 worth back in 1918? Well, it is worth $1 today, right? So I think you get the point that money loses value over time. And this is why I just want everyone to understand that you can't save money. You can do three things with money. You can spend it, you can give it away, and you can invest it. But saving it is not an option. And I don't think you probably need help with spending it or giving it away. You can probably figure out how to do both those things on your own. But let's talk about investing. So if somebody in 1918 wouldn't have saved their $1 and they would have invested it instead into the stock market, and specifically the Dow Jones Industrial Average, one of the main indexes of the stock market. If they would have invested into the Dow is up over 53,000% from 1918 to now. So that means $1 in 1918 invested in today's dollars is now worth $538. So that is how you really build wealth. You can't save money to build wealth. You need to invest money to build wealth. I also understand that 1918 was over 100 years ago, that anybody who had $1 that could have invested at the time is dead today. So all of this money is worthless to them anyways. So let's kind of reel this in and bring it into today's terms. Things don't change. Inflation's real. Investments keep going up. That's why the rich always get richer, right? And the poor at least stay poor. So just going back to 2020, we've had 24 to 25% of inflation or loss of purchasing power to the dollar since 2020 to now. So that means $1,000 in 2025 is only worth $760 today. If you'd have put that $1,000 in your bank account in 2020, it would have got you a lot more than what it gets you today. On the flip side, $1,000 invested into the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the stock market index, is worth $1,500 today. That index is up over 50% over the past 5 years, averaging 10% a year, which is what the stock market typically does. So this is why you need to invest your money if you want to build real wealth. You can't save it. You will lose your money if you try to save it. It just naturally loses its value over time. Now, again, let's just put that in another idea. $10,000 invested into the market in 2020 would be worth $15,000 today, where if you just set $10,000 in your bank account in 2020, it'd be worth $7,600 today. That hurts. That hurts me just thinking about like losing $3,400 because I didn't do anything with it. Money needs a job. It needs to be spent, it needs to be invested, or it needs to be given away. But saving it, money hates to just sit and do nothing. That's why it wasn't created. It wasn't created for that. Now, if you don't like stocks, you can always invest in something else. So going back to the year 2000, let's look at some other assets. We have home prices. Homes are up 150% from 2000 to 2025. The Dow Jones is up 285%. That doesn't include dividends reinvested, just the price is up 285%. Gold is up 1,113%. At the same rate, or over the same period of time, the US dollar is down 49%. So $1 in 2020 is worth 51 cents today. Or, I'm sorry, $1 in the year 2000 is worth 51 cents today. I'm going to say it one more time. Money can't be saved. This isn't how you build wealth. You can't save money to build wealth. So I'm not suggesting that you go buy gold over buying stocks, or you don't buy a house and you only buy gold, or you only buy stocks and not gold or a house. It's totally up to you. I'm just saying that you need to buy some type of asset, something that goes up over time if you want to build wealth. You can't save your money and watch it go down, and you definitely can't spend it if you want to build wealth, right? So why do people save money? I mean, whenever I was a kid, I was raised in a middle-class family. I was born into a middle-class family. I was raised in the middle class, and I'm still technically in the middle class, right? I'm trying to escape it, but I'm still in the middle class. But I'm working hard to get out of the middle class because I want to be in the upper class. And one of the main things that helped me was that I learned how to invest. And then I also started understanding the mindset of like, why do people save? Well, I think there's two reasons that people save, and only one of them is justifiable and actually okay. Reason number one, people save their money to try to build wealth instead of investing their money, is they're not comfortable investing their money into something because it carries risk. I grew up over the 2000s, so I remember quite well the GFC in 2008. I remember my parents kind of worried. People were being laid off. The stock market was down like 50%, right? My parents had a 401k and their investments were down. I remember all this. I was like 13 years old and it was on the news every single day. Home prices were down, stocks were down. It was a scary moment for a lot of Americans. And so whenever people think about investing their money, they think about carrying that risk of losing it. But what I like to remind people is that if you invest your money, you might lose it. If you save your money, you're guaranteed to lose it. We've already seen the charts where inflation eats into the purchasing power of your dollar. So yeah, you may save $1 in 30 years, you still have that $1 bill, but it's not really the same dollar, it just has the number 1 on it. So if you lose your money, or you will for sure lose your money saving, or you might lose your money investing. That's the way I like to look at it. The reason number 2 that people save their money, and this is the only reason to save money that is okay to save money, is you're planning on buying something in the near term. So if you know that you're going to take a vacation over the next year or some months or whatever, it's okay to save some money. If you're saving money to buy a new car, that's okay to save money. If you want to put a down payment on a home, it's okay to save money. You need money for all of those things. I never suggest going into debt to get a car, to take a vacation or anything. No, you need to save your money. You'll lose a little bit to inflation, right, over 1 or 2 or 3 years, but that's okay. You're not saving money to build wealth. You're saving money to buy something. And that's the only time it's okay to save money, is whenever you have an actual reason that you're saving it for. So one thing I like to say is that money being saved without a purpose is money wasted. Money invested without a purpose, well, that's what you're supposed to invest for. So whenever you're investing into the future, you don't know what the future is going to hold. That's why you invest your money. Saving is you're saving for something. You should know what you're buying with your money at the end of your saving period, whether that's the down payment for the home or the car or a kid's Xbox or some shoes, I don't know. But your money has to have a goal on it, a reason, a job, and money always needs a job. So I don't think that if you're saving money to buy anything in the near term, let's say 5 years, it's like a good rule of thumb. In a lot of financial books, it says you shouldn't invest your money if you're planning on using it within the next 5 years. So it might take you 5 years to save up a down payment for a home. Anything over that, it's probably better off invested into the market. Of course, you're going to have some volatility, and that's why a lot of financial books, financial advisors, financial planners don't advise putting your money into the stock market if you're planning on spending it within the next 5 years, because the market could drop 30% anytime. It's going to be soul crushing. It's going to hurt. That's why. But probably just a down payment for a home is going to be the biggest chunk of money you would ever save at a single time. And it probably isn't going to take you more than 5 years to save a down payment for a home. So yeah, guys, saving money is impossible. I hope this video helped. I don't think I have anything else to say. I think that was all pretty clear. So if this video helped you, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want more content like this, then definitely hit that subscribe button. See ya.